Good afternoon. Today we are working on this 2004 Corolla. Had this for a little while and it's overall pretty good condition, 130,000 kilometers, except for we have a little bit of an issue here. We're gonna come ahead, cut this all out because we don't really want it to spread further. Over here, we'll also probably sand this down a bit. This was hit by the previous owner, and just to seal that up so more rust doesn't get in there.
Okay, and after getting the tire off, you can see here, there's definitely a through hole pretty crazy. There's 2 layers of metal here. Then we took the drill and a Scotch pad, and we're just trying to get this little paint off just to really see how far up the rust goes. There was a bit of a bubble, just want to make sure we get all of it gone. This worked really well just to sort of see what's going on. Then we came in with the die grinder and a different type of pad to really get at all the rust in here. This also worked really well. We've used this before to do body work. Then after that, we came in with a little Dremel and a little grinding blade just to take out some of this flimsy metal that we knew wasn't going to help in the structure and possibly just make it worse. So we weren't sure what we were going to use to cut this out. The Dremel worked really well.
Army Hardy.
Well, we got that piece out. Definitely not too much strength to that thing. But if you look in here, the rest of this is looking pretty decent. So we're gonna go ahead, inside of here, we'll clean it out a little bit, and then we'll get some sort of tar oil-based thing, and we'll just completely fill this tube so that anything that doesn't quite get sealed and any of the salt that is in there right now, try to protect it as much as we can so the rest of this doesn't get all messed up, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so here's the deal. We were using this Scotch-Brite pad, which worked great. Got all the paint nicely taken off. And then this little bar, it is rusty on the inside, but we're just gonna leave it. We got these little stick-on patch panels for the Bondo to stick to, which we're gonna stick in the majority of the hole and cover that. And then we'll come up here, down, and then across the top. We also went ahead and took some PLP, sprayed it all down there to hopefully coat the inside of this. It's running on an angle too, so that should help some in the future. Technically, the right thing to do would be to remove all of this and weld in stuff. We don't really want to do that right now, so we're gonna do it this way. If in a year or something it doesn't work, that's always an option, but we're just gonna go with it like this for now. We're gonna use this rust converter, and it seems to have worked quite well for us in all these other projects. So literally all you do, take it and just spray it on like that, and then it just converts the rust. Okay, so we decided up here to do this part. This came in handy, the little Dremel with the little wire wheel to get in some of these weird nooks and crannies. We're not going to try and pull this or anything. We're just trying to seal it from the rust. It doesn't look that bad, but we don't want it to get a big rust hole, just like what happened back there. So we did, took out all the bits with rust, and then of course grabbed the rust converter again and hit it with that. So I'm gonna leave it for tonight. Got this all done. If we come over here, this is even started to get pretty purple, which is what the rust converter is supposed to do. So we'll leave that. Also got our mesh cut out, which will slip in just like this. And it'll sit like that. And then we're gonna build something up across here, around and over. So that'll be later. We got more stuff to do that with, but overall looking pretty good right now. So let it dry for the night and we'll be back tomorrow. All right, so next day, and rust reformer did his job. You can see it's all purple, looking pretty good. Pretty happy with the way that happened. We got this piece of mesh up here. Made a little flap there, so it follows somewhat of the same body line. And then we got this piece in here, which that's also looking pretty good. Went ahead, glued that in, so gonna go ahead and mix up some Bondo and see how much we can slap on here.
So we really don't know what we're doing here, but we know a general idea of what to do. So we're just mixing up some Bondo. Watched Chris Fix's video on how to do this. So then we're going to go ahead and spread it. And is there a technique? I'm not sure. If you have advice, let us know in the comments. Always looking to improve our knowledge on how to do stuff like this. We're just spreading it here. Make sure it penetrates real nicely into that mesh to try and get a good grip. And then we started sanding with some, I think, 120 grit.
All right, so it's looking pretty good here. Got it fairly smooth in there, as well as this piece actually made up really nicely. We can't get anything to sand in there, so we just decided we're just gonna fill it up. And then we found some old truck bed liner that we're gonna go ahead and put in there just to seal it off properly. because this is gold, and then we'll probably do some of that black stuff down here as well for the truck bed. Come over here, and we can see we got this all nicely masked off and everything. Looking pretty good. Waiting for the rust stuff to dry again, because I sprayed it again. Then we'll go ahead and hit it with some, like, maybe 400 or so we can hit it with the primer. And then come over here, and we're just gonna go ahead, grab this off the floor, and then we're gonna do the icing light, put it on there with the same hardener, and put that on there.
Now here with this stuff, from my understanding, what it does is basically it's a thinner material, so it fills all the holes nicer, and you can get a smoother finish by the end of it. And now we're going to go ahead and take some primer, start spraying it on there. Want to make sure we get all the way underneath the curve and on the other side, just like this.
So when I had found this truck bed coating, it's actually out of there. So I went ahead, put it onto this old paint can lid. I'm gonna come over here and simply just take my brush, dab it in just like that. It's already a little bit rubbery. And then just gonna dab it in, fill that all up, and it should seal this pretty well. All I did was punch a hole in the bottom of here, and I can just squeeze all the stuff out. I'm getting to use a bottle we wouldn't have been able to use any other way. See there, need a little bit more, but it's looking fairly good. Also gonna go ahead and hit the little bottom line right there. So we got that in there, put it on the bottom there, because then it'll match what's done over there, around the back side, and in there. And I'm honestly pretty happy with how it went in. So hopefully just let that dry, and then pull this paint tape off, and then we'll hit this with another coat of primer, do some sanding, and then maybe some gold.
Alright, so for the paint we're just using some Perfect Match Toyota color, just the OEM stuff. Overall we're pretty happy with the color that it came out, except for, as expected, it's a pretty old car, so the paint's going to be faded.
Alrighty, so what we've done now is painted a couple more times, and then we took some 1000 grit, did some wet sanding. Colors are looking very, very close, so what we're going to go ahead and do, take our clear coat, and then over here we've got the kettle boiling, so we'll stick it in the hot water just to get it to go on a little bit smoother. Seemed to have worked the last times we've done it. And yeah, looking pretty good. Painting. So one problem we knew we were gonna have is it's hard to see, but these Corollas have about 2 inches of some rougher clear coat, probably just a bit stronger from the factory. So that goes up to about here, and then from there up, it's shinier. And since we're painting all down here, on the other side obviously, it's gonna be not quite the same sheen, but that's just the risk we were willing to take. Well, we finally finished up, and if you look here, it's looking really good. So it's not quite have as much shiny flake as the other one, but it looks pretty good. There's a tiny line there. We're not too concerned about that. Obviously it's the bottom of the car. Then here, you can definitely see the line there. That's mostly because this is textured and this isn't. So overall, really happy with the way it went, especially with the black stuff in here. Really hoping this will last a long time. Probably do an update video at some point. But if you enjoyed content like this and want to see more of it, subscribe and hit the like button, as well as turn on notifications so you don't miss an upload.